Hey everybody, Jordan Gonzales here from Gonzales Racing Team, here to bring to you my 14th victory, which came at Talladega in the C. We got a green flag, green flag. And let's bring you to a wider view angle to see what's going on. Oh, we got someone going 3 wide right now in turn 1, first lap. We have people dropping off. Looks like they're trying to avoid any wrecks. Oh, first lap. I'm taking it 3 wide for 5th position. 5th fighting for 4th position. I'm getting a little bit of help from the 4 car. And that is the end of the other camera here. Let's see if we can back it out. Now you can see the whole field, what's really happening. Another vehicle looks like he's dropping back, going below the yellow line, thinking things are too shaky. Oh, look at that. Already a wreck. Oh, goodness, that looks like a rough one. Let's go ahead and back it up. Take a look at what happened. That looks a little bit like netcode. You see the black truck scoots up, doesn't actually make contact. You can see it, and right there the 9 car just, the truck should say, loses it as if, or is that the 9? Oh, let's zoom in. Let's get the real information. Okay, so the 9 is a truck, and the 19 is the red truck. The black truck comes up, little net code there, takes him out pretty much. And this is the front of the pack, so you know that this is going to become pretty dangerous. 19 almost recovers, but begins losing it again. Collects the 17. 17 hits the wall, collects the, well, looks like he should have collected the 15, but maybe some net code. You see the 19 again glitching in and out there with some more net code. That was pretty intense right there. And it looks like the 1 truck had nowhere to go. Collects the 17. Show it from his cockpit. You see the red truck getting loose up there. We're trying to break it down, back it down, back it down. Oh, it's 17. Well, if you did have any damage, hopefully it's not too bad. Most of that was net code anyways, so. I don't think anything else occurred. Let's get everybody up and back it up here. So as the caution falls, looks like I was able to maintain 3rd position. Go ahead and speed our way through this. Everyone's double filed. Pace car lights are out. Alright, pace car is off. Let's go ahead and watch the restart. Green flag, green flag. See another person blinking back in the field. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. Oh! And it looks like we have another wreck. This one will not bring out a caution because they're below the line. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Orange truck. The 11 of Matt Mara. They're going 3 wide here, and the 10 comes down. It just doesn't really give much room here. Maybe thought he was clear. So the 11 feels pretty much choked. Doesn't know what to do so much. 12, he's already on the bottom. He can't go anywhere. So 11 is kind of just freaking out a little bit. It's probably what I would have done in the same situation. It's like no room. And he ends up collecting the 12. It's unfortunate for both gentlemen there. It was kind of a pointless wreck there. And it's just those two involved. And back up to the leaders here. You see the 9 has cleared the leader, and he's dropping down to take the lead, led the lap. And now the 4 is kind of left out there to dry, nobody there to help him. Bass Pro is a little bit too far back. Number 4 of Glenn Wilson, the 7 of Chris Akers, to the 9 of Tony Cook. The 15 of Timothy Moore is caught to the back of Glenn Wilson, as well as the green truck, which I don't have a name for. I'm guessing it's Michael Della Valle. Whatever. I'm just a gringo. Let's go ahead and move the camera up to the leader now. The outside line's getting a nice little run. Looks like someone's still blinking somewhere there in the back. Alright, let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit, find something interesting, because I know Talladega is a long track, so don't want to make you sit through the whole thing. 4 gets a good little push, doesn't quite clear him, stays up top. We have another blinker back there, and look, the 15, let's take a look real quick. The 15 comes up, and the 2 does not go with him, so pretty much just causes him to lose out. And the 4 drops like a rock because he's got no one there pushing him. 2 is hoping to try to get by. There's now a gap between 3rd and 4th position, and the 4 continues to lose help, keeps dropping back. But that outside line has not completely gone away. We now have the white truck and a red truck back there. Again, I don't know who they are at the moment. Let's see, so the start of lap 10, I pop out. Sort of getting some help. Let's see, the 7 notices I was wanting to go, so he decides to go, takes me with him. And the 7. And that puts the 7 back in the lead. And myself battling for second and first, depending on how much help I get from behind. So you see the 4 has caught back up, and we now have the 3 of Rome. And the 3 is going to pay for that decision. Falls back. And here we go. Get a nice... Speed it up. Continuing to get a nice push on the outside from the 4. And there, probably cleared the leader, but decided to stay up on top. And the 2 on the bottom, it's just those 2, so it's really 3 against 2. Looks like a lot of people are leaving the leader and the 9 car out to dry. So now both 13 and 4, myself and the 4 of, Glenn, get past the leader, but Glenn stays high. Looks like he's not content for second, so he's going to try to go for first. A lot of movement in the pack. It's kind of hard to see around the truck in front of you when you're this close. Unless you do put in a lot of laps to kind of really memorize the track and how to drive. Got some movement there in the back. Looks like another person blinking there. Alright, you see the bottom lane is losing help again, so the top lane's really forming up. And then now there's a little bit of a gap from 4th to 5th. And I'm sorry if you hear the movie music behind me. My wife is playing some movies while she irons and does some things around the house. Four's getting a little bit of push, leading some laps because he's able to get the push there coming out of the tri-oval. Bottom lane's finally kind of organized a little bit more, got a little bit more help. So let's see here. The 4 doesn't quite clear, doesn't drop down. Ends up falling back. Lose a little bit of their momentum.
Now, she might say, this is a really bad time for me.
4's getting a really good little push here.
I just need some space. Or my personal favor.
Doesn't quite clear.
Into my career right now. You believe that?
Had a lap traffic there. Good thing you didn't. Thank you for pulling down, by the way. I think his name is Michael. Appreciate him pulling down, getting out of the way of the lead pack here. Still got some lane changing happening back there. See everybody all over the place. Kind of cool engines down and try to see what's going on. Still blinking. So lap 18. Oh, right there. Let's back that up. We have some contact here. I don't know if that's the truck that's been blinking. Nope, truck comes up. Ooh, that's kind of rough. The 5 truck got collected in this here. You see he was way back here. He got collected. So it looks like the 10 of somebody collects the 24 of somebody else. Apparently he thought there was more room than there was, and just pretty much just takes him out. Obviously not on purpose, but probably should have looked before he tried to make that move. Let's take a look from his cockpit. Maybe he thought he saw something. I'm going to say that, if anything, maybe he got faked out by the truck in front of him who's doing this back and forth dance himself. Because you see here, he's turning left. It's not like he's turning right. He just doesn't turn enough. So right there he collects the 24. He then collects the 5. And let's see who had the lead at the time of the caution coming out. It's really close there. I don't know if it was me or the 4. And you see me driving off, not slowing down. And that would mean or indicate that I'm not to let anyone pass me. So I would happen to be in the front, probably by a hair. I mean, let's take a look at that real quick. Caution maybe would have to come out between then. Yeah, I kind of wish it showed me when the caution comes out in these replays, but it doesn't. So there was a good little distance here. He didn't get in front of me till there. So halfway down this little mini stretch here, so good little race. Let's go ahead and run through the caution laps here. And based on when the caution came out, looks like we're going to have a 2-lap run. Yeah, so lights are out on lap 23, so we're going to have 24 and 25 to still complete, with 2 laps to go when we go green. Alright, pace car's off. And we raise the pace speed. Raising the pace speed some more. Looks like we're going up to 85 mile an hour, if I remember correctly. Green flag, green flag, green flag. 2 to go. Still got that blinker back there. Oh, looks like almost a little bit of contact in the way back between the red and white truck and the white and was that gray or black? We make it through 1 lap clean. We got a blinker up here now, one of the red trucks. We have the other white truck down there going sporadic. Oh, that's the one that's blinking too, going above and below the yellow line there in travel. That's dangerous. 1 to go. 1 to go. Got about a truck length on the 4 car. The 7 car really can decide who wins this. If he decides to try to, get under me or whatever, he decides whether I win or not. Let's see what happens here. I decide to hold the yellow line, making it impossible for him to really go low. With a 4 up above him, doesn't really give him any room. Oh, got a little contact there. 4 is going to, right before the finish of the race. Was that 2-3 trucks involved? Let's take a look at that real quick. Zoom in. Looks like either the 15 or 9 got into him. Let's take a look real quick. Another closer shot. Let's look at it here. So you see the 9 coming up, and that looks like netcode. They didn't really touch. I could tell from here. So 9 comes up, and yeah, that's some netcode. He almost had it saved. Veloz into the backside there. The 1. The Eat More Chicken truck. Let's take a look from his point of view. So he's behind the blinker, actually. So he goes below the yellow line, which was an illegal move, and then gets collected. It's kind of funny. Was that karma, maybe? I don't know. Kind of sucks, though. He had no way of knowing what's happening. Probably because he was below the yellow line. Didn't give himself the proper viewpoint there. And he gets collected right before the finish line. Let's see if that costs him a position at all. So he was already behind the 18. Let's see if he loses it to the 23 there. No, he still gets across before the 23. So his 1, he was trying to gain a position by cheating, by cutting the track short, going below the yellow. But it almost cost him 1 extra position. And because he was unable to see that side of the track, unable to slow down and avoid the 4 coming across his nose. Bam. The 18, because he's blinking, got a free pass, pretty much. Went right through him. See, a lot of net code here. There was contact there before there was contact. Take a look at this. They don't touch yet, and right there, connection. Now they touch. But that almost costs the 1 truck an extra position there. However, for this truck here, that is win number 14. Well, appreciate you joining in with us today to watch win number 14 for Jordon Gonzales in the Chevrolet Silverado P7 Project 7 Club UPCI X238 pickup truck. As usual, again, we thank you for joining in. You have a good rest of your day. God bless. Hey everybody, Jordan here, and I want to thank you for tuning in and watching the stream here today. I have a short little video to show you how you can support the Gonzales racing team. Right after that, we'll come back to our regular scheduled programming, and again, I just want to thank you for stopping in. God bless.